I'm Kris Keys. I'm a world global traveling artist and fashion designer. Every once in a while, I sit down with my niece and we share tea, we paint, and we talk about the lessons that life has taught me, especially around wellness. So I'm showing you and my niece the lessons I've learned about fulfilling your dreams that helped to get me here. Huh?
Is it this one you're allowed to eat?
Eat that. That is basil.
I know, because I know how the smell is.
That you can eat rosemary too, right beside it, on the down there. It's good for headaches.
It smells pretty good.
You can taste it.
I'm about to try this because my hair hurts really bad because I just got it done yesterday.
Delicious. Okay, come on, let's cut these flowers. Come on.
Okay. Everybody was at the cut the flowers?
To see if it's ready. So if it's like wiggling like this one probably is. So we're gonna cut this, okay?
If you want to grow a garden, you want to do hard work. If you want to do hard work, you're going to grow the garden.
That's really pretty.
I know y'all want to pick a sunflower with us, like they talk. I know y'all want to.
I almost don't know where to. It's really pretty. Look.
Everybody, give a round of applause for this. Oh, there's ants inside this one too.
Is ants?
Oh my God.
Jade. Bugs in the garden.
Oh my God. We're not bringing that.
Let's see if I can spray it off. What do you think?
Wait, no, this one is. Sorry. Sugar blood got low.
So, my name is Kris Keys, and this is my niece. What's your name?
Jade Whitley.
And Jade asked me a couple of questions about my life the other day. She was very interested in knowing about my upbringing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let her ask me questions, and then we're just gonna draw it out. Draw my life. Okay? So, Miss Jade, what would you like to know, darling?
Were you scared of people making fun of your art?
Making fun of my art? Well, one of the biggest lessons I've learned as an artist is that people can always have something to say. You know? Your art comes from your intuition and your gut. You know what that is?
Yeah.
You know
A gut is right here. A gut is right here, and then if you see something or hear something that you don't like, you tell somebody.
You follow your gut.
Yeah, and you follow your gut.
Yeah, so as an artist, you're going to come up with a style. And the things that influence your style, Jade, is your life. Like your inner, what's going on the inside of you.
Just keep walking.
Okay. So art comes from your life's experiences, and it comes from your emotions. You know how to express your emotions. You've been expressing your emotions in your art since you were a toddler.
What
So in order to be a good artist, it's not about like how you paint. It's about letting go of approval and really following your gut and your intuition. You understand?
Yeah.
And that affects your mental health. You know what mental health is?
The more health you have.
It's about your thoughts. It's about your mind. So you know how your body is healthy? Your mental health is about your mind being healthy.
It always talks about mental health or health when I do my bedtime. And it says mental health. And I'm like, what does that mean? And then I just think what it means, and I don't know. And I didn't know what I'm doing, thinking.
Well, when your mental health is in a good place, Jay, then you're able to be creative. Okay?
So that means I was doing what mental health is, but I don't know what mental health is.
So basically, you shouldn't care about what people have to say about your art. You know, the fear of what other people have to say shouldn't affect how you create. Okay? So I'm going to give you 3 points on how to get over the fear of being an artist or the fear of caring about what other people have to say, Miss Jade. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So first of all, your art is a reflection. Remember I told you your art is a reflection of your life?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, so while you're painting this flower and this grass and this sun, you're just reflecting what? What are you thinking while you're painting this?
I think of painting like the piece in the backyard, the birds chirping, and just relaxing, doing my thing.
Doing your thing. Mm-hmm. So art mimics your inner world. So that's how you feel, even though we're not in the backyard, but that's what's going on in your mind. So art mimics that, okay? But guess what? Guess what?
What?
Your art doesn't determine your worth. So when you tie your values to other opinions, Jay, you actually lose your power.
And then if you lose your power, and then that means you don't have mental health.
Exactly. You so smart, girl. Okay, so the second point is when people criticize your art, it's actually more about them than you. You know what criticize means?
Criticize means a caterpillar coming out of the shell.
No, criticize means when people have something to say about your art or something to say about you, like negatively.
Oh, there's two types of criticize.
When people respond to your art, Jay, like when people will come to my art galleries and stuff, they're really responding to it through their own lens. You know what I mean? Like their story is showing up in my art. Okay? You want me to tell you about a time that somebody criticized my art?
Yeah.
Okay. Time when this art gallery owner, he criticized my art. He told me that my art wasn't real art because I had all of this empty space. I have what they call negative space around my art, that white space. Right? But
it doesn't matter because it's your painting and it's your brain and it's not theirs.
Exactly. So he was used to artists filling up the whole page, and then the fact that I was using watercolors and I was doing fashion illustrations, he just didn't really understand it. But I had already started to make my name as an artist. So I just, I took what he said, put it in the back of my mind, and I just decided that art gallery wasn't for me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of bummed because I really wanted to show at that gallery, but if the gallery owner didn't even see my art as art, then it wasn't a good fit. So I didn't I didn't try to change my style because he said that. So like you said, when you understand that it's your art, you protect your what?
You protect your art.
And your mental health.
And your brain.
Mm-hmm. So the third thing that I'm going to talk about is art fuels, or freedom, the freedom to express yourself really fuels your growth. Okay? So freedom fuels growth. So you know how like when you were 2 and 3 years old, you used to like finger paint and you used to paint all over the walls and just experiment?
Yeah.
So when you experiment, you find your authentic voice. And you keep experimenting. So you started painting when you were like 1 or 2 years old. And you keep experimenting, just like.
And I was painting when I was in pre-K, because you came there and then you taught us how to paint. But then I kind of took over because I already knew how to paint because of you. And then when you rang the doorbell, I was like, what's that? And then the teacher opened it, and then she said, and then you said hello, and then I said, that's my auntie. And then I met auntie.
How you remember all of that?
Because I was just 5 years old.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so I taught your pre-K class how to paint, but you already knew how to paint because you've been painting with me since you were.
And then my flower kind of looked realistic because my flower was like.
It kind of looked realistic?
Yeah, it kind of, because I did 2 sets of petals.
2 sets of petals, yeah. So when you follow your authentic voice, you grow. You keep growing. Like, Jade, when I wanted to become a fashion illustrator, I was living in London, right? Mm-hmm. And I would stay up all night, sometimes till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with my music. And I would just get my watercolor paint. I didn't know necessarily how to paint fashion with watercolors, but I would get my watercolor paint and I would just paint over and over and over and over and over again until I had like hundreds of paintings, until I found something that I really loved and that really felt good to me and that settled well with me. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't that I saw anybody's approval. It was just a feeling that I had that meant that it was time to follow this particular style that I found. So all in all, when you protect your mental health, you also protect your self-worth and your identity. Okay? So what did you learn from this?
Oh, to not listen to them, because then you'll lose power, and if you lose power, you lose your mental health. Subscribe for part 2. And like.